Welcome to the Church Resource, where we talk about the best resources for pastors, leaders, and lay people. I'm your host, Jeff Oliver, looking today at a novel that is based on the life, the story that we'll find. I'll call it the account, since story sounds like it's made up, but the account of David in the Bible. And this is part 2 of the Davidic Chronicles. There are 5 in this series, written by Greg S. Baker. This one's called Valiant, a King David novel. The other books are similarly one-word titles. And so you can find those. Again, this is book 2 of the Davidic Chronicles. I love this book. I think it is so well done. And one thing I appreciate, I've actually talked with or emailed with, we've had a conversation with the author, Greg Baker, and I love his approach to this book. Now, what I was looking for is doing a project myself on the life of David. I was looking to say, I wondered if there were any novels that were written that I just wanted to see how people maybe weaved the story of David and that account of David's life, that very long description that we're given in the Old Testament, and see how others looked at that book in kind of a story form and see how they put that together, maybe having to fill in some details there that are not in the scriptures but would still be faithful to the story. And they've had to have some artistic license in doing that. I understand that it's not going to be word for word what we see in the Bible as far as these accounts. But what I love about this is that Greg Baker will take this, and there's no guesswork. There's no question as to where his source material is, because he will mention a few scenes. He'll mention even certain details about a character in that story, and then relate it to the Bible. And even in a footnote, he'll tell you what verse that was pulled from and where he gets that idea. I think that's just a great way just to show that we're being faithful to the text. And so Greg Baker has done, I think, a remarkable job in doing that. He's got a pastor's heart. He's a great writer. He's written so many other books in different kinds of topics. As I said, this is a 5-book series on the life of David. But you'll want to get to look at some of his other books as well. And he does have a website you can go to there. I don't know it right now, but it'll probably show up on the screen somewhere at some point. So it's Greg S. Baker, and this is Valiant, a King David novel, and highly recommend this book. Now, I want you to listen or look around for another book that I'm going to review in an upcoming podcast that is also a novel based on the life of King David. And that one I'm not as keen on. I like it. I think it's good reading, but I wouldn't stay there in the book that I'm going to mention next time. This one is Valiant and highly recommended. And I'm going to share another one with you that you might find interesting, but I'll give my review on that at another time. So this is just one book that's brand new, and I've loved reading it. It's on my shelf, and it's been helpful to me just in understanding these stories. So hope it gives you a bit of direction as you prayerfully consider which resources will best help you and the people you minister to. Well, thanks for listening to the Church Resource, and please make sure you give us a review. And if you have any suggestions of resources that you would like us to look at, email us at thechurchresource@gmail.com. That's thechurchresource@gmail.com.